What is up? We are back. I am Chase, here with Christian, coming at you for round 6 of Monster Energy Supercross in Arlington, Texas. Big week this last weekend. We got a lot to talk about, so let's start off with our race recap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it as well as Christian and I this last weekend. Tomac on top of the box, Dungey in second, Cooper Webb, shout out.
First podium.
First podium, third place. Jason Anderson in fourth. Cole Seeley round out the top 5, and Mr. Chad Reed in the wild card second eighth.
It sounds crazy, him battling Muskin for the wild card instead of the top 5, but
I did not see that
weeks,
coming.
So rough track.
But Christian, give us some good stats.
Okay, we crunched the numbers on Oakland picks, and the average score was a lot higher than the last 2 weeks, about 33 points. 12% got the wild card right. Over 28% got 2 picks right, which was pretty cool.
Good.
But the bottom line is less than 1% still had the top 5 in their top 5 in some kind of order.
It's been a tough year.
It was a tough.
Probably the hardest year I've seen for picking.
Yeah, tough race. If you picked Tomac to win, you probably did pretty good. So.
All right.
And also a cool fact with that was the first time all manufacturers were in the top 5. So we kind of had a little rainbow going on there.
Nice. Okay.
Injuries.
What do we got? We got Kennard, who, is he alive?
Where is he? We
Kennard,
need him back.
are you out there?
I can hardly wait for him to come back at this point. I don't know where he is, but Barsha, MIA, wrist injury still.
Yeah.
Pike, broken wrist. Grant pulled out late last race, so
Yeah, so
you have to watch out for him.
and Bogle, not really sure.
Yeah,
Check.
qualified for the main, didn't race.
Yeah, so check out for Grant and Bogle. If you have them in your, maybe your wild cards pick, you want to definitely make sure that they're in qualifying time, so check that out. All right, so we're going to help you out getting this week started off with our track trends.
So we're heading into Arlington, Cowboys Stadium.
Big track.
Yep. Big track.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Big stadium, and that's not just a saying there. It's the largest sports dome in the world. So it can fit over like 300,000 people or something like that.
It's
So,
huge.
yeah, it's
the
massive.
The TV screen is like 70 yards wide or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
bigger than most houses. But other things I noticed looking at the track map, back-to-back whoop sections off the start.
Oh, whoop, whoop.
Can I get another whoop?
Yeah,
whoop?
you
There
can.
we go.
All right.
There's a long rhythm section, 2 or 3 lanes in, a lot of 180 turns. So
Yep.
hopefully some good passing going on.
Hopefully good racing this weekend.
And indoor stadium, so we don't have to worry about weather.
Yeah. And a fun fact, in case you guys were wondering, is that your top 5 finishers for this year, 65% of the time, have been in the top 5 for qualifying. So if you want a little bit of extra advice or maybe a tip to go off of, check qualifying times. If your riders that you picked for in the top 5 are qualifying there, you got some pretty good picks.
Well, there's some riders that do stick where their qualifying results are, and some that are off. So if you got questions about them, ask us. Like Chad Reed's one where always finishes better than he qualifies.
Yeah.
So
remember, guys, if you guys have any questions about that, comment below. If you want to know about certain stats, we can help get those answers. So comment below, and we will look into it for you.
Okay. Well, let's get into the meat and potatoes, the points battle.
Let's do it. All right, going into this round, we've got a battle on our hands. We've got Tomac versus Dungey. The question is,
Who do you put first?
who do you put first? Now, a couple stats we want to give you about Dungey and Tomac that are going to help you out. So Dungey has only gone 3 consecutive races without a win 2 times since 2015. So if you're going off of that stat,
He's bound to win.
he has to win this weekend if he's going to keep up this trend.
Yep, he's due, and it just seems right. He always is winning, especially on the West.
Yeah,
So.
but I want to know more importantly, I have Tomac to win this week. I'll talk about it a little bit more later. I want to know what you guys think. Comment below. Is Dungey going to step back on top of the box, or are we going to see a third time that he goes 3 races without a win?
Tomac's that fast. Dungey's playing it safe. That was the track. I don't know.
Tomac got his 2nd win in a row for the first time ever. He was flying last week, came from 8th to 1st. Dungey's never come from 8th to 1st. Now, the thing I saw and I noticed with the track was how rough and gnarly it got. Tomac was the only guy I feel just said, you know what, I don't care what's going to happen, I'm going to win. It kind of makes me a little nervous because he's on the limit, but it's just, it was incredible what he did. You can tell other riders backed it down when Tomac was still just charging forward.
I like Dungey this week. I mean, he's still got the best average start, so he's just up there. He doesn't fade too much.
So
I think he was kind of taking it easy, and he kind of moved over in the whoops and let Tomac buy. I want answers for that. I don't know what was going on.
We need some accountability here.
Yeah, I've never seen him really do that, so,
Right.
it was weird to me.
What do you guys think? Tomac going to get his 3rd in a row, or does Dungey step back on top of the box? We want to know. And next up, who do we got?
Another couple of riders that are heavily picked each week, and they should be Cole Seeley and Jason Anderson.
Yeah.
It's kind of what range you put those in there. They should be in your top 5, in my opinion.
We had less people pick Seeley
than the week before,
which makes no
after
sense.
a podium. People are having a hard time banking on him. I don't know.
He's
why.
got more top 5s than anyone besides Dungey. So
Besides-
if you don't put Seeley in your top 5, you're crazy.
And he's starting in the top 5. He's moving up every week. He's only lost 1 spot after the start all year.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people are having a hard time with him. I put him in my top 5, no doubt. He's probably just the 3rd to 5th range.
Okay.
Same with Jason Anderson. I mean, he got the start we all wanted him to get all season. He's definitely not hurt anymore, but he didn't do anything with it.
He moved
still,
backwards.
Yeah, he still
First
finished
time.
4th. That's 3 out of 4 races, 4th place for him. So
Okay.
where do you see him? What range?
You know what? I predict a bounce back for Anderson this week. We'll talk about it in our picks, but I think he's going to improve.
We'll
We'll see how it goes.
too.
All right. Now, next up, we're going to talk about potential candidates that could break the top 5 that might not be at the top of your list. We call it the weekly spoilers.
All right, going into Arlington, I have 2 riders that are, a lot less picked that should be picked more, maybe, that could make the top 5. With the 2 riders trying to make factory Yamaha racing great again, Chad Reed,
Yes.
Cooper Webb. Where I'll start with Cooper Webb. I mean, more people are picking him for the wild card than the top 5, which I don't understand. But I think he could be in there. He won his 250 race there last year. He's been averaging 5th place start and finish over the last couple rounds.
2 top 5s now.
He's won a heat. He's got a whole shot this year. He's flying. So
Okay.
I like Webb in there. Reed, I think, needs to redeem himself a little bit after last week. Don't be thrown off by his 8th place finish. He had a horrible start. He might have been a little distracted.
I heard he was distracted.
Reed's
Reed's tough.
Yeah, only 38% had him in their top 5 last week anyways. And he's only on 1 top 5 this season. He's due. So I see him moving on up.
His consistency hasn't been enough for me.
Yeah.
So for my spoilers, I've got a couple KTM riders. I got Davey Millsaps and Blake Baggett.
I
Millsaps,
like that team.
consistent. I really like that team. He's had consistent starts. He's been up there all year long. He's already had a top 5 this year. He's been right on the edge, and his average finish is 7th this year. And now with Blake Baggett, he's been improving every week. He's gone 7-7 the last 2 rounds. He's been the top of the box in qualifying. So I know the speed is there for Baggett. If he gets a good start, I don't see a reason why he doesn't finish in the top 5. It's if he gets the start, because I think that's what's been hindering him. So
Well,
if you want to take a risk,
Yeah.
he'd be a good one to get.
And you don't realize Millsap's average start is like a half spot away from Tomac and Muskin this year. So he's been up there, just hasn't really cracked the top 5.
Yeah. All right, so those are our weekly spoilers. Next up, we're going to talk about probably the most important pick of all, the wild card. All right, for this week, when it comes to wild cards, I've got 2 guys. I'll tell you which one I'm picking, though. I've got Josh Grant as a potential. If he lines up to race, we'll see. But he's already finished 11 2 times this season, and he is our wild card champion.
He's tied with Millsaps.
He's killing. He's tied with Millsaps. My other one is Brock Tickle. He's going to be my pick. So over the last 4 rounds, he has gone 13th, 12th, 13th, 11th.
Oh, he's right
So
there.
he is right there. So I've got Brock Tickle as my wild card for this week. Who do you have?
I'm liking Dean Wildcard Wilson. He finished 10th last week. His last 5 races, 13, 12, 11, 11, 10. So he's already hit 11 twice. He's on the new Husqvarna team. So
Yes, he did improve once he got on that Husky, though.
was
We'll
looking
see.
good.
All right.
So I have him. Another one to watch out for is Brayton. He's kind of been all over the map this year, but
Okay.
a good race he can be up there. So
All right, so you've got Brayton and Wilson.
yep.
All right, which one are you picking?
Dean Wilson's going to be locked in.
Okay. All right, now you know what time it is, right?
It's time
Let's
to lock him in. Let's do it. All right, time to lock him in. Who you got?
I'm going to lock it down. Can you hear it? There's a train a-coming.
I can't
It
hear
is
that.
big, and it is moving. It is the Tomac train, and I am on it. Tomac wins again. Did it twice in a row. He will three-peat, folks. After that, I've got Jason Anderson. I've got Ryan Dungey in 3rd. I think he's going to continue to do what he does best, get the podium, but I think Anderson's building steam. I think he's going to improve. Webb in 4th. Seeley rounding out my top 5, and Brock Tickle in my wild card. Who do you got?
I like it. This week, I think Ryan Dungey comes back. I'm picking him to win. It's got to happen eventually. Tomac, I put in 2nd. I can't see how you could put him any worse. He passed everyone to get to 1st last
So you don't
week.
think my train's going to blow right through Dungey?
I hope not. I don't know. We'll see what
It's going
happens.
to get rolled over.
I hope
Okay.
not, just for my picks. I need some points. Maybe I'm being crazy, but
Okay.
I think Anderson cracks the podium finally. Did it in A1 last year and then didn't do it again until Arlington.
Okay.
So I see him having a good race. Cole Sealy, free points. Put him in your top 5.
Do it.
It's crazy if he's not in there. Cooper Webb, I think he's stepping up. And wild card Dino, I love him. I'm a big fan, but there's more good riders than good spots, so I'm putting him in the wild card just based off stats.
Okay. Funny fact, where's Mooskin?
It's turning back into Marvin Muscant. Put him in your top 5?
But yeah.
I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe doing it right now.
Now, the question is, I want to know what you guys think. Do you pick with your heart or do you go off the stats? How are you guys making your picks each week? Right now, my heart tells me that Tomac is going to win again, even though statistically, Dungey has to go up and win.
I like it.
And with Mooskin,
are you going with your gut?
Going
I
with
feel
your
like
gut
you
or
go with your
results?
gut, you go with your feelings. I go with more stats. I like
get emotional.
comparing it. I like seeing our picks.
I get emotional. But right now, I think Muscant cracked the top 5.
I don't feel safe with it.
Okay.
I'm leaving that there.
All right.
But how many times do you change your picks? Do you wait till qualifying? Do you wait till the last minute? Do you put it in days ahead like us? That's what I want to know. So if you're doing good, bad, whatever, make sure to tell us how you're doing it.
Yep, comment below. Now, let's talk about some good prizes. All right, kicking off our top 10 prizes. And don't forget, if you have not played, you can still win top 10 prizes each week. So get signed up today. We got Bell Moto 9 Carbon Flex helmet, plus MX versus ATV Supercross Encore game, rock solid. 2 sets of Pirelli Scorpion MX32 tires. I've ran those. I love them. TCX X Helium Michelin boots, rounding out top 3. What else we got?
I like it. We got prizes from a Cherubies, Stellar MX, Pro Honda,
ODI again.
Scott, EVS, and Galfer coming in with a few brake lines. So
some brake
good
lines from
stuff. Get your
Galfer.
picks in. Bring that stuff home.
Absolutely. Now remember, guys, go over to RMFantasySX.com today. Get signed up if you haven't. Remember, you can win weekly prizes. Join our group, Team RMATVMC, and play with us. You will see Christian and mine's picks.
We're literally chasing the face in there right now. You passed me up last week, so it's time to make a move.
Join our group, and then remember, guys, comment below. We want to know what you guys think, how you're making your picks. Will Tomac repeat, or is Dungey going to do it again?
Or are we going to have a new winner? It could
Ooh,
happen.
that could happen.
If you're picking someone else besides them, let us know why.
Yeah. Who do you guys think is going to be the next winner? We've had 3 so far. Who will be the 4th? I'm Chase.
I'm Christian.
We'll see you next time.